Friends, every city has one place people whisper about, but never talk about openly. In the middle of London, hidden between expensive restaurants, old churches, and glowing streets, stood a hotel called the Blackthorne Grand. From the outside, it looked royal. Golden lights, polished windows, a grand entrance. But inside that hotel, there was one room no guest was ever supposed to enter. Room 666. This story is about Maya Collins, a 27-year-old documentary filmmaker who made videos exposing fake paranormal stories. Maya did not believe in ghosts. She believed in cameras, evidence, and logic. So when she heard that room 666 of the Blackthorne Grand was called the room that never sleeps, she laughed. The legend said that in 1948, a famous stage magician named Edward Vail checked into room 666 with his wife Clara. Edward was known for his disturbing performances. People said his shows looked too real, almost as if he was not doing tricks, but communicating with something dark. One night, hotel guests heard Clara screaming from inside the room. When staff finally broke the door open, Clara was gone. Edward was found sitting in front of the mirror, smiling. The only thing he said was, "She is still here. She just moved to the other side." The next morning, Edward was found dead in the same room. His eyes were open, his face was frozen in terror, and the mirror in front of him was cracked from the inside. Since then, many guests claimed they heard whispers, saw shadows, or woke up staring at someone standing near the bed. But Maya thought it was all nonsense. She booked room 666 for one night. Her plan was simple: record everything, expose the truth, and leave by morning. When Maya entered the Blackthorne Grand, the hotel lobby was warm and beautiful. Soft music played in the background. A chandelier hung from the ceiling. Guests walked around with luggage and cups of coffee. Everything looked normal. Maya walked to the reception desk and said, "I have a booking. Maya Collins, room 666. The receptionist's smile disappeared. For a second, she did not move. Then she slowly looked up and said, "Are you sure you want that room, ma'am?" Maya smiled. "That's exactly why I'm here." The receptionist opened a drawer and took out an old brass key. Not a key card, a real key. It had a black tag attached to it. On it, written in faded gold, was 666. Maya picked it up and felt a strange coldness in her fingers. She ignored it. The elevator took her to the 6th floor. The moment the elevator doors opened, the atmosphere changed. The hallway was silent, too silent. The lights above flickered gently. The red carpet looked old, almost wet in some places. Paintings lined the walls, but something was wrong with them. Every painting showed people with their backs turned. No faces, only backs. Maya walked slowly through the corridor. Her camera was already recording. She whispered, "6th floor, 11:42 p.m., entering room 666. At the end of the hallway stood the door. Dark wood, golden numbers, 666. Maya unlocked it. The door opened by itself before she could push it. Inside, the room was large and old-fashioned. A king-sized bed, heavy curtains, a wooden wardrobe, a dressing table, and a tall antique mirror facing the bed. Maya entered and placed her bags down. She set up 3 cameras, one facing the bed, one facing the mirror, one facing the door. Then she placed a voice recorder on the table. "Let's see what this room is hiding," she said. For the first hour, nothing happened. Maya ordered tea, opened her laptop, and began reading old articles about Edward Vail. One article caught her attention. It said that Edward's final show was called The Woman Behind the Glass. Maya frowned. Suddenly, the room phone rang. Maya jumped. She stared at the phone. It rang again. She picked it up. "Hello?" For a moment, there was only static. Then a woman's voice whispered, "Don't look at the mirror after midnight." Maya froze. "Who is this?" The line went dead. Maya checked the time. 11:59 p.m. She looked toward the mirror. Nothing. Just her own reflection. Then the clock on the wall struck midnight. The room temperature dropped instantly. Maya's breath became visible. The lights flickered once. Then the voice recorder turned on by itself. A crackling sound filled the room. Then a man's voice whispered from the recorder, "Ladies and gentlemen, for my final trick." Maya stepped closer. The voice continued, "I will make my wife disappear." Then came a woman's scream. Maya grabbed the recorder and turned it off. Her hands were shaking now. She checked the cameras. All three were still recording. Then she heard something from the wardrobe. A soft knocking. Tap, tap, tap. Maya slowly walked toward it. She opened the wardrobe. It was empty, but inside, carved into the wooden wall, were the words, "She did not disappear." Maya stepped back. Then the wardrobe door slammed shut by itself. Maya screamed. For the first time, she felt real fear. She grabbed her bag and rushed to the door. But the door would not open. She pulled harder. Nothing. She shouted, "Hello? Is anyone there?" No answer. Then the room phone rang again. Slowly, Maya turned around. The phone kept ringing. She did not want to answer it. But something inside her knew she had to. She picked it up. This time, it was a man's voice. Calm, smooth, almost cheerful. "Miss Collins," he said. "You came looking for proof." Maya's throat went dry. "Who are you?" The man laughed softly. "You know who I am." Maya whispered, "Edward Vale." The voice replied, "Look at the mirror." Maya shut her eyes. "No." The voice became colder. "Look at the mirror." Maya threw the phone across the room. It hit the wall and broke. Then every light in the room went out. Only the mirror remained visible, glowing faintly in the dark. Maya tried not to look, but then she heard crying. A woman crying. It came from inside the mirror. Maya slowly opened her eyes. In the mirror, her own reflection was not standing where she stood. Her reflection was standing at the edge of the bed, smiling. Maya stepped back. The reflection did not move. Then behind her reflection, another figure appeared. A woman in a white dress. Her face was pale. Her hair was wet. Her eyes were black. She placed one hand on Maya's reflection and whispered, "Help me." Maya turned around. No one was there. When she looked back, the woman was closer. Now her face was pressed against the mirror from the inside. Her fingers dragged down the glass, leaving bloody marks. Maya screamed and ran to the bathroom. She locked the door and began breathing heavily. Then she noticed something on the bathroom mirror. Words slowly appeared in steam. "He needs a new assistant." Maya backed away. Then the bathtub tap turned on by itself. Black water began filling the tub. From under the water, a hand slowly rose. Maya screamed and ran out. The room was different now. The bed was gone. The cameras were gone. The walls looked burned. Old theater music played from nowhere. And in the center of the room stood a small stage. Red curtains, a spotlight, and standing beneath it was Edward Vale. Tall, thin, dressed in a black suit. His face looked human, but his smile was too wide. Beside him stood Clara, silent, lifeless, like a puppet. Edward bowed. "Welcome to the final performance," he said. Maya cried, "Let me go." Edward smiled, "But the audience is waiting." Suddenly, Maya heard clapping. She turned and saw shadows sitting all around the room. Dozens of them. Faceless guests. Watching. Waiting. Edward pointed toward the mirror. "For my next trick, I will make this woman disappear." Maya ran toward the door again, but the floor stretched beneath her feet. The door moved farther away. Edward began counting. 3. The mirror behind Maya cracked. 2. Clara lifted her head. 1. The mirror shattered. A cold hand grabbed Maya from behind. She screamed. Hotel staff on the 6th floor heard the scream and rushed toward room 666. When they opened the door, the room looked normal. The bed was in place. The curtains were still. The cameras were on the floor. But Maya was gone. Only her laptop remained open. On the screen was a video file that had not been there before. The manager clicked play. The video showed Maya standing on a stage inside the room. Edward stood beside her, smiling. Then he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, for my final trick." The screen went black. The staff searched the entire hotel. Every floor, every room, every camera. Maya was never found. But the next morning, something new appeared in room 666. A painting on the wall. It showed a woman standing with her back turned, wearing Maya's clothes, holding a camera in her hand. And if someone looked closely at the painting, they could see one disturbing detail. The woman in the painting was crying. Since that night, the Blackthorne Grand no longer gives room 666 to guests. But sometimes, when the hotel is quiet and the 6th floor is empty, people hear a woman whispering from behind the door, "Please, don't let him start the show again." So, if you ever stay in an old hotel and the receptionist gives you an old brass key instead of a key card, and if that key has the number 666 written on it, do not take it, because some rooms are not meant for guests. Some rooms are traps, and once you enter, you may never check out.